Those are two naked people. And then there's Riley slapping one of their butts. Guys, look what we just found. Let's go!
It's a G-Wagon.
Ooh, look at him on the G-Wagon. Yeah. Yeah.
Wife beater shirt on.
No, the kid beater.
Oh yeah, the switch hitter shirt on. So I got the number 28 AP. Hello, what's up? Skull, we're going to the Vikings game. Vikings versus Packers on December 23rd. Riley, what's your prediction for the score of the game?
41-12.
Who?
Use the right two lanes
really?
to take the exit onto Minnesota 252 toward Minneapolis.
Alright, that was Siri.
41. This is actually a 14, but like
So
reverse it. 41-12.
41-12. I don't think it's going to be that much of a blowout, honestly, but I think it's going to be a lower score. I'm guessing like
Take the exit.
28, like 21. It's going to be a close game. And I bet, this is just a Minnesota thing, so I'm guessing this is going to happen. So we're going to be up by like 14 in like the fourth quarter, and then Aaron Rodgers is going to start throwing some ridiculous...
Rodgers sucks.
He's going to start throwing some stupid passes, and they're somehow going to catch him. And then, like,
He's going to break his collarbone.
the refs are going to be like, yo, you guys touched him, so you can't do that. And then we're going to get penalties, and then they're almost going to come back, but then they're not. And yeah, that's my prediction. So I got
3.6 miles. Merge onto
the wife beater shirt on.
No, the kid beater.
Oh yeah, the switch hitter shirt on. So I got the number 28 AP. Just kidding. I'm not kidding. But I don't think he's that bad. Honestly, I think what he did wasn't even terrible. Wasn't too terrible.
It was bad.
It wasn't that bad.
In Texas is more acceptable than it is in Minnesota, though.
But yeah, we're gonna go downtown Minneapolis and shoot some shots real quick for about an hour. Game starts at 7:10. We're hoping to get into the stadium around 5:10, 5:30. Walk around the stadium. We can't really film in the stadium because NFL doesn't like people apparently filming stuff that we paid our tax money for. So,
Our tax money?
or not tax? Yeah, it was tax money, wasn't it?
No, it's harder. It's work money.
Oh, okay, work money. We don't even know if we can get the skull chant in because apparently people don't like it. Boy, I think we're gonna get that in. We'll get the skull.
We'll try to get our reactions in too.
Yeah,
like to big plays, but we can't like film the game.
Yeah.
That's a big no-no.
Yep. But yeah, prime time, Monday night football game. Kirk Cousins, obviously, what, 0-8? 0-9? Is he 0-9?
Something like that.
Yeah, he's never won a Monday night football primetime game. So hopefully he can get back into 1-8, 1-9 stat today. If he goes 0-9 or if it's 0-9 or 0-10, that's gonna be sad.
If the Vikings lose, I'm going to jail. I'm gonna like run onto the field. And
I'll videotape that. That I will break the law for because I think they won't be.
Yeah, they'll care more about.
Yeah, they'll care more about you instead of me. Yeah. You should do a Ty Kovar where you.
Oh, so I should have wore my skin-colored underwear.
One of the guys I went to high school with, he was on the. We know him pretty well, and
they ran cross country with us.
He ran cross country with us at our homecoming football game. He drove his little motorbike. I don't even know what it's called. It's like a moped, pretty much.
Yeah.
Out into the field, and he didn't have a shirt or pants on, and he wore skin-colored underwear.
It was like a Speedo.
Yeah.
So he pretty much streaked. But he would have gotten a lot more trouble if he actually streaked.
Yeah.
Because someone got like a crystal clear image somehow. So he got out of like quite a bit of trouble that he could have gotten.
4.4 miles.
It was actually kind of smart. So if you guys ever streak.
Well, the thing was weird because he joined the cross country team he started running for like 2 weeks, and we were all like, "Yo, Ty, you came back." He's like, yeah, but I'll only be here for a little bit. We're like, what the heck, why? And he goes, he always just went, you'll see. And he's like, yeah, I'm preparing for the big day tomorrow. So, yeah, we never knew what that meant. And then when he did it, when we did it, we're like, oh, that's Ty. And everyone's like, shh, don't tell anyone. But he had it pretty well planned out because he had like holes in the fences, so like he could get in and out really quickly.
Like 2 minutes, I can see out I had to see out the mirror so I wouldn't get in an accident.
But yeah, this is our first video for YouTube. So if this is the worst video you ever see, that's because it's our first one.
Facts.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do some cinematic stuff because that looks fun.
Yeah.
So hopefully you won't see too much of us. And you'll see more of that.
Yeah.
Because we're still awkward with the camera and stuff.
Yeah. We just gotta get used to it. We've kind of done a couple videos before. We had another YouTube channel. We had another YouTube channel that we did like what, one video on?
I think there's 4. But one was the Spanish project.
Yeah, so we had one. He had one video which was actually insane because he had a baseball bag back when he played baseball, and he literally just took the stuff that he had in the bag out of the bag, and he got like 12,000 views.
I didn't even edit the video.
Yeah, it was just a straight through video.
Like you literally saw me start the button, walk to where I sat down, and then unpack my bag.
We can put the link in the description if you want to go check that out.
It's from like 2016, so you know.
Yeah, Riley's like 10 feet smaller and 100 pounds fatter.
Hey.
Got him.
Hey.
Got him.
I am getting a little chunky, but that's alright.
Yeah. But yeah, it should be a good day. We should get some more content out. It might not even be us. We might have some friends of ours go on the YouTube channel too. So, yeah, we're just heading into the city right now. People are going to give us weird looks when we're filming buildings.
Yeah, but I think B-roll is kind of, if I see someone filming, I think
In 1.6 miles, turn left onto 3rd Avenue South.
if I see someone vlogging, it's a little weird. But like when someone's filming like B-roll, I'm like, that's cool.
Let's go! Also, I need to say something real quick. Kirk Cousins is statistically better than Aaron Rodgers when they play each other the past 3 games. Technically, he has like 100 more yards. His rating is like, I think, almost 20 points better. And he throws like 1 more touchdown than Aaron Rodgers. But Delvin Cook will be out today. So, I didn't see if Alexander Madison is back or not.
Either way, we're good. Boone's
but we have
good
Boone
too.
as well. And then Rudolph's kind of been playing well. He's the red zone monster or whatever. That's good. Adam Thielen should be, I feel like he should be 100% today. I feel like they might not have any limits on him. Last game he had like 4 receptions for like 37 yards or something like that. So it's not, he just needs to get back and fully healthy. But yeah, we'll be chilling.
We must pay homage to him.
It's a chilling 36-degree day here in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. Riley and I just got done taking some really good B-roll. We had a couple of good shots. We'll have to condense it down, obviously.
Hopefully they come out like we hope they do.
Vikings fans all around, even a couple Packers fans. Riley's yelled at a couple of them already.
Yeah, the Packers.
Some guy already rolled down his window while he was driving and said, Packers suck really loudly.
That was dope. You know,
Yeah.
Minnesota is where it's at.
Yeah.
That way.
Oh, we turn. But yeah, it's
Did you see him? Go back.
there he is. He's right there. That's a Packers fan. Gross.
Dude,
Gross, dude.
absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, that's just the kind of stuff. That's the stuff you don't like to see.
If you're a Packer fan, leave the video.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
No, we don't.
Just kidding. My mom's a Packer fan.
I don't hate the Packers, but I do hate the Packers.
I hate them. It goes Yankees, Packers. Yeah.
Blackhawks for me are up there because Hawk for Wild, but
I also hate New England.
I don't like the Cowboys either.
Yeah.
Not a big Cowboys guy.
America's team. If anyone's America's team, it's New England. Especially this decade, because they've been dominant for a decade.
You guys still them boys?
Oh.
But both Riley and I have been to a Vikings game before, and I think we would both say definitely go to one if you have the opportunity at US Bank Stadium.
And if you can't afford it, go to a preseason game. It's like $15 for a nosebleed ticket to a preseason game.
Yeah.
And it's not as good. It's like Diet Coke. But I mean, it's still good.
People are out here tailgating already.
I've never tailgated. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
It's
Really
a
good place.
blast.
A really good place. That's Kansas City.
Yeah.
Kansas City Royal Stadium, Kauffman Stadium, and what's their football stadium name?
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead. Right next to each other.
Also, highly recommend Milwaukee baseball games for tailgating.
Yeah, those are good too. I've been to that stadium too. What's that
It's a
field?
nice stadium, but
What's the field called?
I don't remember. I think it's Coors, but I think that might be the Rockies.
It is the Rockies. I think they changed it because it used to be something different.
I feel like it's an alcohol. But
Oh shoot, we have 10 seconds to get across. We go across.
Yeah. You know, mob mentality. What are they gonna do? Hit us off?
Mentality. Yeah, they're gonna hit us.
Also,
Free tuition. Yes. Don't worry, boys and girls.
it's just a weird stop.
You guys are gonna love this. Oh, there we go. Those are two naked people. That's and then there's Riley slapping one of their butts.
It definitely says please do not touch on it, so shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, don't tell anyone that Riley slapped the butt.
He touched the butt.
Nemo reference. Tiny Nemo reference.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get over, buddy.
Go jaywalk. I've been to New York City once. I know how to jaywalk.
Yeah. Yeah, event parking was $20 here.
Piece of cake.
Actually, how much was parking for in Kansas City?
I don't know. Oh, he's turning here.
They walk out. Fine.
Also, highly recommend using a tripod and scaring people with it.
Yeah, but it's been a really good experience so far. We'll try to get some in-game reactions going. Probably only for close, like if they're on like the 10-yard line, probably just record.
And the
Skull chance.
the location of the camera will probably be trash.
Yeah, we're up in the nosebleeds, so
That and you're not allowed to film any
Yeah.
video. So
you'll hear reactions though. So, all right, we're back to Riley's Priya.
next time you see us, we'll be in our seats.
Whoa!
Yo,
We're at the Vikings game.
what's up?
We just got into the stadium. We'll send you more B-roll and more everything coming. We even got some B-roll inside of here, so we're chilling. Yeah.
Stadium's currently empty.
Yeah.
Kind of early.
There's lots of gross green and yellow down there. It's gonna gross.
Yeah. Who chooses green and yellow?
Oh gosh, this guy had full face paint. We were almost gonna come with full face paint.
But we couldn't find any.
We couldn't find any in time.
It was sad.
Yeah.
We would have had like the whole mustache.
Oh, I'm illegal. Whoops. Arrest me.
Don't tell. What's the GM's name again?
Richard.
Rich Spieldman.
Spieldman,
I don't know. I'm
something
sorry.
like
I don't know your name.
We're not that big, so.
Yeah. It's gonna be a dope game. The Packers are gonna be crying. think all the people that drove here just get smacked up. That was stupid.
All the way from Green Bay. What the heck?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
All right, well, we still got more than 90 minutes till game time, so I don't know, maybe we'll go get some food or something to drink. We already had Jimmy John's. Shout out. So, Jimmy John's.
Literally right by the stadium.
Right by the stadium.
And it's so much cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, the stadium's insanely nice, so highly recommend.
Best in the league.
Yeah. What seat are you in, Dad? All right. Peace out, homies.
We must pay homage to him.
All right, this is the post game of the Vikings-Packers game.
It's kind of good.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't see, Vikings lost 23-10.
Should have been 17-17.
So before we say that, why don't we go into detail about why we think it should be 17-17?
So, early on in the game, there was a pass interference miss call that they didn't call on Stephon Diggs, where they practically tackled him down to the ground. That might be a little bit of exaggeration, but he was brought down to the ground on a ball that he was very able to catch if it wasn't brought down to the ground. On that same drive, the Packers drove down the field and got a touchdown due to that turning over of downs. I'm not saying we would have necessarily got a touchdown. We would have been within like 15 yards of the red zone. We would have gotten at least 3 probably, but let's just say we got 0, right? Very modest there. And they don't get the touchdown. Later on in the game, we have the touchdown to Olabisi Johnson that they called a holding on, which was blatantly false compared to what they've been calling the rest of the game. Like, if you want to call that a hold, there were 20 different holds during the game that they should have called. Thus, Vikings have 17. The Packers also have 17 because they had a touchdown taken off. We should be going into overtime. 17-17.
Either team played good today, in our opinions. Packers had a decent offense. They played good defensively. Obviously, they only let up 10 points. Minnesota's offense obviously wasn't on today. The O-line couldn't hold Kirk Cousins for a half a second, and Kirk himself had a bad game. I think he overthrew Diggs once, Thielen once. He underthrew Rudolph at least twice. Yeah, so it was not a good game offensively. So we're not saying that the Vikings should have won, but it should have been at least a tie.
It should have been a lot closer of a game. It should have went into overtime because neither team performed much better than the other.
I thought Minnesota's offense was really good today, or not offense, defense. Defense was really good today. They held them to, I guess, 23 points. When they had some huge sacks, they had a couple fumbles, 3 forced fumbles, 2 of them turned over for us. And then a good interception by Anthony Harris there. So I think the defense is there. Defense is ready to go to playoffs. Offense isn't. I think our offensive coordinator, I don't think he had, in my opinion, he didn't have many good play calls today. That's just my opinion.
I liked some of the plays that we ran. They just weren't the right times.
And it does hurt that Dalvin Cook was out today. He's a huge part of our team, obviously. The one touchdown to Diggs was actually a really good throw. I thought it was a very good pass by Cousins, either good or lucky. I don't know which one it was, but it was one of the two.
When it's ugly Kurt, you don't know.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know. We had that fumble right at the beginning that we got back and kicked the field goal for. We just shot ourselves in the foot, I think. We couldn't get first downs.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's all you need is first down after first down. Another thing about the game, fans are stupid. Fans are actually dumb and don't know a flying fadoodle about football. Even Vikings fans. We had 2 dumbass Vikings fans. No, one dumbass Vikings fan sitting behind us today.
nothing.
He knew he.
He complained the whole game. He's like, they're running the same 2 plays.
No. They're very similar plays, but they're not the same plays.
Yeah, they're completely different.
And then he didn't know a single linebacker or O-lineman. He knew Pat Elfline.
Good props to him for knowing one.
Good job.
The worst one.
You didn't see the draft this year? Our top draft was Bradbury. And then you blame Cousins every single time that there was an incomplete pass.
Which, yeah, Cousins had a bad game, but
No.
he's not the worst quarterback in the. He said he'd rather have Mitchell Trubisky over Cousins.
That's like
saying you'd rather have Christian Ponder.
Yeah, that's just no.
No. Yeah, he has his bad days, but his bad days are Ponder's good days, or Trubisky's good days.
And it's just, and then they just don't know. Like they're like, why are you running the? It's just don't listen to fans because they obviously they don't know anything.
There was a stupid Packer fan.
And yes,
okay. First of all, we paid a bit of money for these seats, right? He stood the entire time right in front of me.
Right? Yeah, he said right in front of Riley.
I don't want to piss off the people behind me, so I try to like lean over Jacob to watch the game. So I don't want to continue on the pissing off.
Yeah.
So it was just inconsiderate. He drank 4 like really small drinks that weren't like they weren't like 4 beer bottles, and he was gone.
He couldn't get a sentence out of it.
All he could say is whoa, whoa, and then he spilled a butt ton on his girlfriend.
That
wasn't hideous, which was surprising.
That's true. That guy was not good looking.
No.
The guy was not good looking at all.
He was a prepubescent male.
He was about as tall as Riley, and he was skinny as heck, and
ugly.
And he had peach hair, peach fuzz on his face.
He was drinking.
He spilled about half his drink on his girlfriend one time.
And then she literally got up eventually and left.
Yeah.
No clue where she went. She was just so done with him. She just dipped.
It was kind of funny.
I mean, that's the bittersweet ending. But he was so annoying. He put his Packer hat on a Viking fan just for 0 reason. If I was that Viking fan, I would have thrown it onto the field, or as far as I could have, because he was being so annoying. And then on that holding call that we were talking about, where it was literally, you can call it holding if you want, but there's so many other plays that they would have been holding on. The game's completed.
I think it was a holding, but it was not an effective hold. I think Cousins still would have got the ball off even if he didn't hold.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was worse holding throughout the whole game.
Yes, and there was worse that they didn't call.
If they're gonna call that, be consistent.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Like if the refs are consistent, I don't give a crap what they're calling. They just need to be consistent for both sides of the ball and throughout the whole game.
Packers guy, he turns to us and he gives us like that little hold, like the signal for holding, and he goes like, "How'd you guys like that?" or whatever. And my first response was, "How much are you paying him?"
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Riley said. Riley said something else too.
That was like, it's been happening all day.
Yeah.
And they decided to call it now. I don't know why. It's Packer privilege. You gotta love it. Congrats. You have a
that you said.
privilege.
You said Packer privilege or something.
And he was like, "Don't worry, we're paying him a lot."
Like 10 seconds. It was like 10 seconds. It took him like a couple seconds to process it.
Yeah.
And then he
2 miles to
And then he tried to give me an elbows, and I was like, "Nah." I don't want to hurt me, my guy.
You could tell the people he's with, they're starting to get annoyed with him at the end of the game. Even though there's another dude with the big beard.
Yeah.
And he was there. I mean, they were fine the first half, I guess. Other than the fact that he stood up every single time Aaron Rodgers touched the ball. They weren't being obnoxious. They were just being regular Packer fans, which is
Annoying.
It's annoying, but it's respectable, I guess.
I don't respect.
Yeah, it's just like they're not doing anything obnoxious.
Also, if you're a Packer fan and still watching this,
Congrats to you. Good job.
props. I don't actually hate you.
Hopefully
I just
you
really
understand.
hate the Packers.
Hopefully you understand where we're coming from.
Because you probably hate us just as much.
But like, hopefully you understand. Like, this guy was a dumbass,
Yeah.
and he was him and his friend like high-fived when they took a timeout one time. We're like,
Congrats, man.
why?
Congrats.
And then they started doing the "Go Pack Go" chant, and I mean, like, whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, we'll see you guys later.